116,006 miles, 1779.1 miles on the odo. It's 203 Central 103 Mountain. We're going westbound on Utah 24 toward Capitol Reef and the Waterpocket Fold.
Welcome to the Wayne Wonderland. In the late 1800s, the Mormons started homesteading farther south. It was almost always along rivers because, well, Utah's mostly a desert, and you need a consistent water supply to farm. Sometime around 1880, a settlement named Junction was established where the Fremont River cut through the Capitol Reef. Capital for the dome-shaped rock formations in the area, and a reef was any impassable barrier, whether on land or at sea. Around 1900, Junction was renamed Fruita, by that time a very successful though small town. 20 years later, a booster effort out of Torrey started promoting the area in Wayne County as the Wayne Wonderland. Concerned that much of the area was becoming exploited, the Booster Club started a campaign to create the Wayne Wonderland National Monument. Well, the guys in Washington rarely liked the names the Mormons used, and the area was reserved as the Capitol Reef National Monument by FDR in 1937. Congress made it a national park in 1971, a year after I-70 was completed. The only way to get to the park is to take Utah 24 from I-70, either end, or from Utah 12, my favorite road in America. The closest town is Torrey, which makes for an excellent base camp or stopping point for the day. I've been there twice, once in 1997, but when we got there, the Scenic Drive had been washed out by a flash flood. The only part of the park that was available was Utah 24. 2008 was a much better visit, so I'm going to start from the east end of the park and go west, in a continuation of my Utah 24 Goblin Valley video. Link above or in the description. Nodum Road is an unpaved gravel road. We were going to try to find Nodum, but a couple of miles down the road, it became a washboard hell, so we decided against it and went into the park. Today, the reef is known as the Waterpocket Fold, so named because of the eroded depressions in the rock that retained rainwater. It's a 100-mile-long upthrust that occurred 65 million years ago, but has since eroded down, exposing once horizontal layers into long lines of exposure. The Fremont River was able to keep its channel and cut through the wall as the ground was pushed upward, making it the obvious way to get through the reef. Just down the road from the Fremont River are some petroglyphs. Some ancient, some not so much, but still pretty old. Then you get to the Fruita schoolhouse, built in 1896 and restored in 1989. Around the area are the Fruita orchards. The cash crop Fruita used to sell 100 years ago, and they're open to the public. You can pick the fruits and nuts in any open, unlocked orchard when the product is in season. No charge for the produce consumed in the orchards, and there's a self-pay station for fruit taken off-site. Depending on the season, among the types they grow are cherries, apples, apricots, peaches, plums, almonds, pecans, and walnuts. We got to the part of the park that was closed to me in 1997, the Scenic Drive Road, where the visitor center is. One of the first things encountered is the Gifford farmhouse, originally built in 1908. The Gifford family owned and farmed the area until 1969, and they were the last Fruita family to leave the area, selling their land to the National Park Service. What I remember is they sold these 8-inch peach pies that we had in the hotel room that night. Delicious. Further down the Scenic Drive is the Grand Wash, a narrow canyon that cuts through the reef. Problem there is I hadn't eaten since we left Moab that morning, and I just ran out of energy.
Cliff, so if you get out, here you go, you probably hurt yourself. At the end of the Scenic Drive is Capitol Gorge. I have to admit, this is one of my favorite pictures. Back at Utah 24, there's a number of rock formations on the way to Torrey, plus a side road to the goosenecks of Sulphur Creek. Utah 12, my favorite road in America, follows the fold south for around 15 to 20 miles, with overlooks to see the fold, sometimes even with cows.
We stayed in Torrey, but due to bad timing, there was a full moon. I was hoping to get a dark sky to do some star watching, but oh well. That's going to end Capitol Reef National Park. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe.